to you from the sanctity of my mother's bathroom, because I don't know if you can hear that, but the TV is on in the living room, and let's just say the sleeping situation is not ideal for composing at my mom's place. And also, I'm not gonna impose on her. It's her fucking house. All of that to say is that I have been not forced. I actually don't mind composing in the bathroom. The acoustics are good. And I did a lot of my composing in here when I was quite young, mostly because my twin didn't want to be annoyed by me, and I live in a small LA apartment. Okay, this is all preamble to say hi. Welcome to the vlog. It's been an interesting couple of days. I've been in LA since Saturday, and I've really been just focused on catching up both with video editing and just editing in general. It is now Tuesday, August 13th, and it's been pretty eventful. Yesterday I went to Theater West. Now this is the theater that I grew up in and have been going to since I was about 14. At first I was just an audience member. My theater teacher at the time would bring us there because he was part of the company. And then once I graduated from high school, I was like, I need to be a part of this because acting is what I want to do. And I never really took advantage of that except for the musical theater workshop, which I did a lot. Hence why I am where I am now, I guess. Theater West is a very strong foundation. And if you're in LA, I highly, highly recommend you join. You will definitely get your money's worth out of workshopping. Fun fact, I actually wrote my first lyric and my first song working the box office for The Wall. If you were in LA, maybe you saw it over a decade ago now. It's just been ingrained in me, and it's definitely part of my artistic legacy. All of that to say is that we are back in workshop mode. I've been very blessed at NYU to workshop a lot of my work, but as a lyricist in the program, I am sort of limited in what I can bring. And composer lyricist, the class at NYU only allows you 4 songs a year to bring in that are unrelated. And so I'm really excited that I get to both compose the score here and workshop the song in front of an audience at Theater West, because it does follow that lab structure that I'm very familiar with and is also done at NYU, FYI. So tomorrow we have the musical theater workshop. It's been every Wednesday since I could remember, the Betty Garrett musical theater workshop. And I am going to workshop a song from the show. Right now I'm writing the solo song for Megan, which is song 5. And note that John suggested that I really, really agree with, as that was always the point, was to have it be a standalone empowerment song. That's always been my vision for this number. So it's nice that the feedback that I got was like, this could go here. And I'm going to sit down and write it now. I have 3 versions of this song. I do have 3 versions of this song. Yeah, I have 3 versions of this song I've written. One, which I wrote for composer lyricist at NYU. I took that song and then rewrote it for the March workshop. And then I have another version that I wrote here for the reading on the 2nd. I don't like any of those songs. They all get close, but are just not it. And I think for this song to work, I need to try a different approach. So I'm going to do music first and sit down at the piano, figure out a melody I like, and then worry about the words and the scansion later. I don't typically take this approach, particularly because in the last year I have been doing so much lyric work first because I've been working with a composer. And I think that this will allow me to work on another muscle. I have my keyboard from when I was a kid. It literally, let me show you. I turned it off, but it has the little numbers that I taped when I got it with the little piano book, right? So these make no sense now, but that is technically not a 4th, that's a 3rd, but it's just so fun that I still have these from when I was maybe 8 or 9 years old. So I'm composing this on my little kitty keyboard, literally. I don't know, there's something so juvenile about composing my score using this instead of sitting down at a piano and doing it. But I think that's the vibe that I want for this draft of Café. Just the feeling that I'm supposed to be having fun. I haven't been having fun writing this. Not only because of my accident, which exacerbated my feeling of just feeling trapped, but I've been putting so much pressure on myself to just do this. And in a decision I'll hopefully be talking about with you later this week, I've made the decision to make things easier on myself. And it starts with this. It starts with the concept of I want to have fun. I want to not stress about the outcome of this show. I want to have fun writing it, because at the end of the day, I'm a writer above all. And writing is what I'm supposed to enjoy doing. It's supposed to be difficult and it's supposed to be miserable, but it's also supposed to be something that I want to do every day. And I do want to do it every day, but I also finally get to have fun and write music. So I'm gonna do that. I turned like the fan. I am dying of heat. And so with that, I will check in with you later, hopefully from the living room. Because I'm hoping that my mom and my sister will take pity on me, but we shall see. I've been eating so good though. Like, I've been eating so good. Shout out to my mommy. My mommy knows what's up. Hi friends. It is currently 2:57 p.m. on Friday. It's been a hot minute since I've checked in. I'm by myself for a little bit, so I figured I'd catch up. It's funny, yesterday I finished Megan's new song. It's called Corporate Hell. I have rewritten this number in particular, this beat, the most out of everything. But right now I'm in my least favorite part of music making and musical theater making, which is making scores and making the changes to sheet music. I detest this kind of work. I love it for like Corporate Hell, because yesterday as I was writing it, I was like, oh, let me try different melodies, let me try different styles, let me try different endings. And that was really cool about like composing on the piano, sketching it, and then bringing it into the software and being like, ooh, let me play with melody and let me find something cool and new that I wouldn't necessarily gravitate to as I'm trying to sing the piece, because I do go for things in like a singer first approach when I'm composing music. But then I woke up today and I've just been having a bad day. Just in general, a really, 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 really bad day. My anxiety has just kicked through the roof. I'm not doing okay. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Everything is literally fine. I think it's just that even when you're home, even when you're at a place that you love, that doesn't mean that you're like mental health. I hate to put it in quotes, but like that's sort of like, it's detached from me is how I view it to cope. But it's like, it doesn't mean that you're feeling better. It doesn't mean that it's gonna cure everything that was going on before. I feel better than I did in New York, but I still, like, especially today, I feel awful. I think it's definitely a combination of like not being able to like work the way that I want. Like, I'm using my twin's desk and I'm super thankful for that, and it's really nice. But I think like for me, I've been so used just like having my own desk and like being able to work somewhere else and give myself like a visual change of pace, which I might do later today just to like feel better and like just get out of the funk. But also it's like blistering hot outside, and while I don't mind walking in LA, the distances are so much longer, so you'd normally drive in these situations, but I can't drive yet because of my injury. So it's like I'm feeling a little bit like I wish, because right now my mom's car is in the lot. It's making me feel not great because I have a car and I could drive if I was healthier and like go out and do something, and it's just not. I just can't. So that's that. Also, I turned down the fan and the AC because it makes so much noise, but it is so hot in here now, so I'm gonna make this clip really short. But yeah, I've just grinding it out. Hell, so I think what I'm gonna do today, or at least I'm trying to, is just so tedious and boring and I hate it. It's like the ADHD thing in my head. But I'm going to finish the changes I've made to the music, to the previous music that we're keeping, because that has changed now and I need to update that and send that over to Felipe so he can start working on arrangements. Like, he can't start working on arrangements unless I send stuff over. And if I don't have stuff to send over, then he can't do it. So it's like one of those things where I'm like, I need to get ahead of the curve and send that stuff over. All right, back to sheet music making. I hate it so much, but it's a necessary evil, especially if you want people to learn your music. With that, I will check in with you later. I will see you there. As it goes on, I'm tired. I think I'm gonna have a Coke.